being the target here too.
Yeah, they've got, it's like the duelist versus the strategist. They've got two of the, again, at least in Ignite, the most popular and honestly caring duelists that we've had with Human Torch and Punisher. And particularly here on Krakoa, guys. Krakoa, first map for domination, and Human Torch does a great job on there. We've seen a lot of the movement and point takes all come at the hands of Final Judgment mixed with the Coachella dance floor of Luna. This tournament, especially the team up with the Gamma Squid. This might be the first that I've seen, at least in the tournament. And we've got the full game. I like just going right in full throttle as Energy wants to try to get some elims off the bat here. Cooper getting a elim on Olsen's there, and right now Cooper showing Luna's insane ability to DPS alongside Energy. FlyQuest looking strong. Yes, we have Jobless Bums now recalibrating, trying to get all together here. They're trying to take this left flank. We have 61% through the ult there. Forky can definitely open up with that Eternal Bond to get things rolling, but right away you just see FlyQuest. They are not intimidated. We've got the Moby Dick coming off of Namor, trying to get that damage early. Look at this, Vicky. Just another great hit here from FlyQuest.
Look, even though
here on Hella much more than Storm. You Punisher player, you know, Hella's going to be natural for you on the hit scan as they're going right in with the Telly. And right now, Vest is trying to back up a bit here as we do have me with the fate of both worlds, keeping them alive. Here comes the big meteor, though. Can Ben land to hit the connection, and Cooper is eliminated.
That is a huge pick here, too. They need to keep up with Ben being able to get that pick here on the other side. Meteor of M now coming in from Best. Tries to yeet it, snake its way past the Doctor Strange shield to then get Valk. Lucky Dog is going to be, Forky Dog rather, is going to be able to be met back in the spawn, and Hella Ult coming in with the Goddess of Death. Ultid's not giving up this job just yet with Jobless Bumps just trickling in, staggering, and the more being a problem next there, too.
Oh, yeah, the Eye of Agamotto I didn't love, but I think they're trying to get a bit more picks here with Olsen's in the top ground as the Omega Hurricane comes and tries to clean up here. Valk, though, trying to get that quick switch, but Spark Chief just completely doing what the Hulk does best, Vicky, and that is smash.
And that's lingering and stalling for as long as possible with the health reset here, too. Going berserk mode here, world breaking as FlyQuest still do not give up this point despite the fight that Jobless Bumps just burns you through anything. Even sometimes when you find yourself in having that strategist ult, just trying to power through a lot of damage output, just having that extra damage.
Coverage and DPS here as they got the triple support.
Speechless here, but the little seeds too have to give some energy to British Tree because he gets taken out. The follow-up, the more coming into with that ult from Audio. It's just completely shutting down me. Jobless Bums now only really left with Forky Dog and Valk, considering that they took out the Ultron and energy. Now finding Ben is going to send Jobless Bums just a reset once again here.
Man,
now British Tree with some help from Valk are going to be approaching from the back end of this point.
Absolutely nice full poke damage here, and right away the engagement. Zeus does get the pick on Ben. Main Vanguard going down early, and at this point, Mies is trying to keep the team alive, and here it is. Vest. Oh my god!
Oh my!
Three! My gosh, Metal Fly's enemy locked in right now, and if you're jobless, you guys got to get this going because right now we have all momentum for Fly.
Made a big fan here too, but great Magneto shield while energy is still terrorizing your backline, by the way. And now you have no strategist to help keep the sustainability. Forky Dog has gone down, I believe, now twice with that invisible barrier, even with the Hella taken to the sky.
Yeah, we just have not seen any ultimates come together here for Jobless. It's just, I mean, one thing after the other. Me has to use the Fate of Both Worlds to even keep everybody alive in the chaos. They're going to TP onto point here. They've got to flip the script to see if they can even get a little tick on this point, but right now it's 99%, and that's yet again what we saw in the first map. This is all Fly.
Overtime now taking away with FlyQuest having the advantage this time, and they've already found two onto Valk and me. Here's the invisible boundary, but maybe too little too late. They can't even be able to push forward because Spark also having the staggering, the lingering Hulk ultimate just to keep them here and do enough damage. FlyQuest 0 to 100 situation as they kick Jobless Bums off of map 1.
My goodness, they completed their side quests on the from this guy.
Dude, the follow-ups between Vest and Energy. You know what, FlyQuest? I wasn't familiar with your game. You made a fan here. Time to fly for real. As we take a look, yeah, wow, that's 15 final hits is crazy.
Yeah, all of Hawkins, the tree is locking the tree. We got double group play. Very, obviously a great Vanguard on this map for many reasons.
Well, British Tree struggled a good amount just in trying to find their footing. Rolled out of the spawn doors, like wearing, I believe it was the Magneto from British Tree's side, and then they had to swap later on from Ben. And even with these swaps, even going back over to the group, just did not help out JOBLESSBUMS here.
On early, but Valk getting the best of it, getting that early pick on Spark Chief. Love the opening there from the Flyers, but quickly Energy now switching from Wolverine over to the Vanguard role. And that's what I love about Rivals. You're not locked in. You can switch it up, change it up, and we're seeing that tree. This is always one of the most demoralizing spawns to stay in because they're just right there in front of you. As we do have Vest with the Groot ult and gets a little bit of something there, but no, in turn, British Tree instead going to get Spark Chief. That's a huge flip.
Spark Chief going down first again. Now you have the retaliation from British Tree, and everybody here from JOBLESSBUMS gets to stand on this point finally after sending FLYQUEST back to the spawn.
Yes, the group.
See here, making these different swap-ups. Energy being on that torch too, taking a good amount of damage here, but with some help from Zelos being on that Invisible Woman, keeps him in this fight here too. Beta both worlds forcibly activated from me here. Their Adios goes down from FLYQUEST. JOBLESSBUMS want to keep up their pressure, want to keep up having the advantage, and answering that back is going to be Cooper too. But with Forky Dog being on that Jeff, trying to take everybody together. Vez isolates Forky Dog. The strat doesn't work. JOBLESSBUMS now sent all the way back.
That was actually crazy because Adios got picked. He was using his ult and Val got the pick there, so I thought...
Here, right? Playing on that last week's build. Not an update here at the same time. The Supernova now coming in from FLYQUEST here. Energy holding forward, focusing now on the poor Luna Snow. Me manages to back away towards the spawn room gates, and Cooper gets that pick onto Oltens. The sniper on the ground here from the Luna Snow action.
Yeah, just keeping...
At least with Valk having the Omega Hurricane before they come right back up. Here is that Strangling Prison. Now Invisible Boundary, not gonna be able to find its mark because the group wall there blocking him at the same time too, hiding, trying behind it. And FLYQUEST now just come out on top once again. A few trades though going out, at least from Oltens.
And well, they've got to change something up. Ben is going to Captain America. We'll see if two Steve Rogers can get the job done. We saw that action in the MCU. It's here now. And Rivals, here comes the Omega Hurricane with the Jeff NATO. They need to make this matter as we've got the Luna ult in response. The pickups, the swoop ups. Are they going to get what they want here? No! Vest takes down Valk.
Vest needs to be studied. Vest's impact here with FLYQUEST has just been unmatched against what JOBLESSBUMS keeps trying to throw at them. And then you have to worry about Cooper having that fate of both worlds, just healing everybody else. Ultron ult coming in here too from Oltens, just trying to keep the rest of JOBLESSBUMS alive, flying close to the ground here. Energy with the Supernova, and no counter just yet from JOBLESSBUMS means that they have nothing to heal through this. Instead, it's just all damage output from FLYQUEST to send JOBLESSBUMS back before they can even reach that first checkpoint.
And my gosh, FLYQUEST is just playing again. They've completed, they've gotten rid of those side quests. They saw the memes, they're making the dream come alive as Energy scoops up the finishes, and just a dominant defense there. Fireworks show disguised as a team fight. Fantastic job, and hold.
FLYQUEST are
Team effort here.
11.8k damage. Vez, I don't know what you ate for breakfast this morning, but definitely some winning cereal out here. FLYQUEST
doing a little flank action as Johnny Storm, and he's going to get the heat going right away. Find your extinguisher, get Luna Snow's ice on it. It's going right for them, and they're going to force that close bubble out right away.
I'll try to cook in the kitchen with Avios too, helping them out as Forky Dog is the first victim to fall here. JOBLESSBUMS having to back away, but at least here having Oltens on that rocket will be able to get Forky Dog right back into the action, hopefully. FLYQUEST still having to be the problem that they are in the skies. Cooper then following up, splitting the attention from JOBLESSBUM's front line to be able to get Ben. As Spark follows up here from the back line. Still, the back line is in so much trouble from JOBLESSBUMS. No chance of reset, even between the rocket and the cloak and dagger.
I mean, you got 5 in front of you, and you've got Energy constantly throwing absolute flame on, game on. Energy's going off. Now they're forced to do tally, but oh my gosh, did he just get pulled out? Oh, it's right now. This is rough.
Oh, they're crying. They're crying when they got to deal with Energy in the air. I mean, he didn't even need a Supernova. It was like 5% away. What a dominating takeover
from them. And that's what happens sometimes you get surprised, you get pushed into the lower bracket, and then someone else has to deal with it. And I'm not shocked. I'm not. We talked about them in the green room and before, and we ranked them as one of the top teams for a reason. Energy, again, it can be land, it can be air, Wolverine.